I think the quote is like, the things you have don't come with you. Like money is one of them, but I think more or less like the things that you
I
own and stuff.
I don't know.
Materialistic
I don't
shit.
know what y'all are talking about. When I
Your
die,
money.
I'm getting all my money pulled out of my account. It's going in the casket, and they're just gonna set me on fire and Viking funeral me. That money's going with me, dude.
I messed up.
Welcome to
Sure
the What Up
did.
Podcast. I am your host, El Caballo, aka Tony. Here's some of my nearest and dearest. Got Doe, Mateo, and Pucho in the building. How y'all boys doing this weekend? Doe, I like the shirt. That upside
Yeah,
down panda head. I like
yeah.
that. What is that? What
Thank you,
what
bro.
clothing line is that?
It's a riot society. He's eating noodles on the back. Can you
Is he
see it?
eating, dude?
No,
I
he's
look
He
in
like
the
a
is
noodle.
the
I
fat.
don't think. I
noodles.
think he is the noodle. That's not promoting good animal, loving care, man. You just want to eat pandas.
How's it any different from eating anything else?
Well, it's because we're used to it. I guess it's the
Well,
norm.
pandas are endangered too because they don't know how to fuck properly.
Yeah,
Mm.
they're
Wait,
lazy.
what?
Yeah, dude. That like the pandas, they just don't want to have sex with each other. So like that's why that. I mean, there's obviously like deforestation things like that too. But the pandas in captivity, they don't want to have sex. Like they have a really hard time getting them to have sex with each other.
Yeah, they're lazy.
hmm
Okay, well, I'll start off with Mateo. Mateo, how was your weekend?
Not too bad, man. We went out to the bar. CDC just said that us vaccinated people can all gather together without mask on. So we felt more comfortable going out to the bar. Went and had some drinks. Because we're really smart, we ordered a pizza and had it delivered straight up to our table at the bar because we were outside. It's good times.
I,
Damn.
I did want to ask about that.
Uh huh.
I've been seeing a lot of people on Twitter, right? A lot of remember in the beginning of the pandemic, there was a lot of like, let's follow the science people that were all gun ho about put on your masks. Like that's the CDC recommendations. And now that the CDC is recommending that we remove our masks, those same people are like, I'm not removing my mask. Like hell, like there's a big backlash against going out without masks if you're vaccinated. And I'm trying to like reconcile, like, well, were we ever on the side of science, or like what, like where are we right now?
I think there's some like polarization stuff where like the people that never wanted to wear masks in the first place are now like, well, now we don't have to wear masks. But they're forgetting that part of that statement is fully vaccinated people can gather without mask on, not just you don't need to wear mask if at all.
I wonder,
And
do
uh
these
and I mean
bars?
how are they going to enforce that? Like, are they going to start asking for your vaccine card and then you can come into the bar and not have your mask on? Or
That's what I
there's a
was
lot of problems
asking.
with the CDC statement from a policy standpoint, right?
Yeah, I agree. The CDC statement did make me uncomfortable for that reason because I figured there'll be a lot of people that are going to try to take advantage and be like, "Oh, I got vaccinated, so I could just go wherever the fuck I want." But on the other hand, it's also makes me feel like, "Oh man, all these people are also a little bit hypocritical that the CDC is now recommending remove your masks and they don't want to." And they used to follow. They used to be the follow the science crowd. Now they're against the leading advice from the scientists. Like,
Now, now, granted, as a buddy of mine said at the bar yesterday, the only dummies that are going to spread and get the virus now, if they decide to just pretend they're vaccinated and they're not, are all the unvaccinated dummies. So like, maybe it doesn't matter.
yeah,
Oh,
Who
this
knows,
sounds like
man?
genocide a little bit.
Hmm, I don't think it's genocide.
jeez. I
I
mean,
think that's
genocide
elite.
implies like, yeah, genocide implies like you're forcing people to go and do this.
Oh,
Yeah, no.
isn't that
What's
genocide?
happened?
Like the government's forcing? Well, not forcing. It's like, well, nah. I guess it's not genocide then. I was thinking because like now that all these dumbasses are don't get vaccinated when they come hang out with us vax, it's like, oh, you're gonna get sick and then you'll probably die because you don't believe in the virus or whatever. So that's probably like,
Yeah, but they can just like inject some bleach and take some hydroxychloroquine or whatever the fuck that thing is. They'll be fine.
then getting
Don't forget
fans.
the UV light. That shit works wonders.
Hydroxychloroquine, something like that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
hydroxychloroquine is a medicine.
I got a lot of people at my job that do not want to be vaccinated, and I'm kind of looking at them like,
I don't know how to get it. Breaks my
yeah, I
brain.
don't get it. I don't get it either, honestly. Yo, the conspiracy theory crowd is a very big crowd. Like more people
Mhm.
than you think subscribe to conspiracy theories and random YouTube videos. I'm
Yeah.
glad that I got that shit out of me back in '01 in the
Oh yeah,
zeitgeist,
bro.
Oh,
the
one.
zeitgeist and
It was
the
much
the
recent than that.
9/11
It
conspiracies
was way
and
more recent than that, though. Oh one.
okay, what was the most recent one?
I think in '05 you made me watch a video once where it was a guy burning wood under like a concrete block and there was like a chicken wire cage or something.
What?
I remember you shared some Alex Jones, Sandy Hook was a false flag. It's like some fake attack. No one
Yeah.
died. That was way more recent than 2001. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I was in the camp. I thought I would have been like, yo, 9/11 was inside job, and a number of other. I'll blame it on Oliver Stone and his JFK movie. Got my brain going in the anti-government. That everything's a fucking secret covert op and blah 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 blah. I don't know. I think as I've gotten more like informed on things, you realize how complicated everything is, how many moving parts. Yeah, just a big grand conspiracy just doesn't seem possible without leaks. It just doesn't seem feasible.
So
Yeah.
what about you, Doe? How was your weekend?
My
Without the
weekend's been going really good so far.
yeah.
It's great weather. Yeah. Been visiting my local bar a lot. At the Wallace. I've been there
Also, you did say
heavy.
last night you went to a dive bar, and to me that's funny
No,
because
I didn't.
or Jesus said
No.
that, and it
Yeah,
Yeah.
was
he was in
funny
an area. Yeah.
because the dive bar is like, you know, a dive bar is like
Trash.
a waterfront type thing. Like that for me, that's what I think. I might be 100%
No.
wrong, but when I think of a dive bar, I think of some fucking oceanfront restaurant, and it's a bunch of boaters and fishermen that just come there and drink and fucking.
No.
That's what I think a dive bar is. When I think of
No,
dive
you're
bar,
the only person on planet Earth that
damn,
thinks that. We're
I
gonna go
don't
to the
know.
dive bar. And
I might
fuck.
I might have a poll out there. I'm like, yeah, I know what a dive bar is because honestly, what the fuck's a dive bar then? Enlighten
It's a
me.
bar where you go and you dive in the water and you drink under the ocean.
You see?
You.
It's by the
All
docks
right.
usually.
So it's
There's
an
a bunch of
Aquaman
fishermen
bar.
there with big beer. No, dude, it's a bar with like cheap beer. It's usually like cheap beer. You're not getting like craft beer there.
Yeah, almost every
Uh, I, 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 I
oceanfront bar.
I think of like jukeboxes. The place might look a little bit dirty, so the
Yeah.
lights are dim.
Ugh.
You're not paying.
Flashy bar.
Yeah, you're not paying like $20 for a cocktail.
The whole floor is pissed. It's dirty. It's dank. But
Doughboy,
there's cheap
is that the
drinks.
bars you go to? No, right? I've seen some of your bars.
I've been to plenty of bars like that. Well, I think we've all gone to some sort of bar that has been very like, whoa, like the drinks might be good, but this bathroom is real pissy.
You don't know what
That's
you
that's
stepping on.
that's like
Yeah,
at least half the bars I go to here in Austin is just a bunch of dive bars.
That's
yeah.
disgusting.
I think for Jesus, a lot of things are beneath him, and what that means is like he thinks he's like he views himself better than being in the presence of like
Bou-
some
uh,
of these areas with some of these people. Yeah,
you
so
would
he
just
might
say
look at a
bougie.
bar that Doughy thinks is like totally normal. He might view it as a dive bar. It's because that he lives in the bougie world, man, where he just deals in rich people all day.
No, yeah, when you do it, rich people all day, and you get accustomed to that certain taste or level of cleanliness. You go to one of these bars that's just normal to us. He'll be like, "The fucking hole in the wall shit place here." Like, you know,
He
That
wants some
bar,
classy cocktail bars, man.
I mean, that bar that Doey likes, where where he got in trouble with the bouncer for messing with all that the condiments. That
Yeah.
bar's kind of a dive bar. That's a little bit of like a dive joint.
It very much is. It's just much cleaner.
You're a grown man, dude. I don't know why you were messing with those condiments like that.
Yeah, that was funny. That was really good. We
Adam straight to
were.
remember that dude's name. I don't remember that dude's name.
His name is Supreme.
Supreme. Yeah, Adam remembered that. That's like stored in his brain.
Memorable
So
name.
we were in the corner, and Mateo was putting hand sanitizer swabs, like the packets, in
Mhm.
the back of my hoodie,
I had like
like
30 of them in
in
there.
the thing. It was in there. So then I like I started realizing what he was doing, and then I went like that and shook it, and like they all started flying everywhere. So here comes Supreme. He's like, "What are y'all doing over here?"
Who is Supreme?
And I'm like, "Yo, they were they were putting
He's a
it in
bouncer.
my thing. It was like they were putting it in my hoodie." And he looks at us. He's like, "Y'all are grown men.
Damn.
Y'all are grown men." And then he just walks away, just like,
Grown man can't have fun? The fuck?
yeah, apparently.
I mean, come on. You can have fun. I mean, you could go to an arcade, go to an amusement park, watch a funny movie, but you're gonna go to somebody's job and make a mess. That's not really everybody's idea of fun, you know?
See,
And
which
plus,
supports my opinion that it was all Doughy's fault because he threw
Yeah,
them all over the ground.
facts.
That is Doughboy's fault.
bro, I didn't know how many he had stuck in there already. All
When
right.
I realized what he was doing, I
There were
went
about
like that.
there were
Not
Clearly, you
giving a
wanted to get.
not
there
giving a
were
damn where
solid
they
like
go.
there were like 30 of those hand sanitizer wipes in
So how was your week or weekend, Pooch?
Um, damn. I probably had so much to say, and now it's all gone. I don't know. This weekend's been just busy. I got family coming over next week, so I just been doing yard work and all types of shit, man.
Family.
Yesterday I had one of them kind of crazy days where every time I went to go do something, I ended up finding another thing to do. Like it was terrible. I went out there for a simple task, which was like I have this tarp on like a playground thing that I have in the backyard, and like just go out there and remove it. And I went out there to remove it, and then I saw, oh, here's a fence that Lisi wanted me to put up a little while ago, so that Apollo has like his own area to shit in. That way we're not picking up shit, and the whole yard is just like one area that's like the doggy shit area, and then he could play in the rest of the yard. And when I started trying to put these fences into the ground, like staking them in, um, I found like a tree root. We used to have a tree there, and I was like, all right, yeah, let me go get my axe. When I go to grab my axe, and I remember, oh shit, yeah, I gotta, because we're getting a bounce house over here next week for somebody's birthday party. And I was like, all right, these fucking tree branches are all in the way. I'm gonna have to cut like parts of this tree down. So then instead of using the axe to cut the root, I started cutting the tree down. And so I cut like these giant branches off these trees, and then I started chopping them up so I could have some firewood. And then when I went to go clean it up, I went to the garage to go get some shit. And then the garage door wouldn't want to close after I opened it. And then it was just shit like that. Like, and then by the end of the day, I mean, I pretty much put in a whole work shift. Like I went out there around 9 in the morning, and I'm like hop in the shower till like 4:30 of
That's
just like
crazy.
adding shit to my day.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
disgusting. What part are you
But
having?
my nieces are coming over here from Rhode Island, and we're
Oh,
having
Oh,
like a
oh,
little
check
birthday
on them.
party.
That's
Yep.
nice. That's nice. That's dope.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, just trying to get shit ready. The yard looks lovely now. After
it's
I didn't
awesome.
even realize how just having those branches hanging over like the yard, how little it made the yard feel. Like once I cut them off, the
Open.
yard looks huge now. I don't even know how to like really
Open
describe that.
concept. That's
I cut the branches down to and
Yeah.
achieve an open concept. Yeah, dude, I fucking love that South Park skit. But
Fucking idiots.
yeah, it was just like a lot of shit that I just had been like letting get away on me, and it's just yesterday was just like a one shot deal. I went out there for one day and just put in major work, and now I get to procrastinate for a whole year now. So yeah.
Damn. For a whole year.
It must
Yeah.
feel good because I know how good it feels to like have a nice clean house, everything is done. But imagine like having an actual house and everything surrounding it being nice. It must feel like accomplished.
And I still got a lot of shit to do. Like we're trying to build like a fire pit in the back. We're
Oh,
Oh, that's awesome.
that's
Actually,
the
I
funnest shit. That's fun. That's
I
fun.
haven't stopped thinking about that bounce house ever since you started talking about it. I want to be in there.
You
I
could,
used to work. I
Listen,
used to work at a company where we used to set up bounce houses and shit like that. It was one of my high school jobs. One of my first. It was actually actually not one of my first jobs at all, but it was the first job that I felt like it was really dope. I was getting paid $10 an hour, and I
Damn,
was
that's
just
not bad,
working.
dude.
Not bad at all. But it would only be like six. I feel like I've already talked about this, but it'd be like 6 or 7 hours, maybe once or twice a week. So I would just pocket like 140, 150 bucks. It was $10 an hour under the table. The guy never wanted to fucking pay you money. So it's like every fucking time it was time to get paid, you have to go and harass and threaten this guy so he could pay you. And yeah, it was fucking terrible. He'd write you a check, the fucking check would bounce. I'd be fucking pissed. I'd have to go back over there and be like, yo, I will destroy. I know where you live, dude. I will destroy your shit. Give me my goddamn $120, mother. It was like such a fucking stupid mindset back then. Like just thinking about like the fucking, like the stupidity
Could
of
you
like the
like
mentality.
this man
you
was
know?
gonna fuck somebody's house up for what you said, $50 or $20?
Depends, yeah. I mean,
right?
sometimes it'll be $60. Like
And
if
you
I only
look-
work 6 hours, you know.
And you look at it now, this man drops that in just a bottle of JMO. It's just like life has changed so much for everybody. It's like, yo, the little dollar amounts that we all like, oh yeah, I'm banging, nigga. I'm gonna have mad food this week. I'm gonna buy clothes, a fit, this and that. And then now you look at it, it's like, bro, $100, half of that's in gas. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, it's crazy, bro, how you grow up and money just fucking really doesn't value shit. Like, when it comes to just anything in life. As a kid,
I
you
mean,
like.
I value that shit.
I don't value money at all. That shit comes and goes. Like, that's just not coming with me when I die. It doesn't matter to me. I'm gonna just use it however I feel and
I
benefits.
think the quote is like, the things you have don't come with you. Like money is one of them, but I think more or less like the things that you own and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Materialistic
I don't
shit.
know what y'all are talking about. When I
Your
die,
money,
I'm getting all my money pulled out of my account. It's going in the casket, and they're just gonna set me on fire and Viking funeral me. That money's going with me, dude.
Holy
Going
shit!
straight with me.
I've been telling Emily this whole time. If I were to die, God, forbid for right now. But if I were to die, I want a Viking funeral. I want a
Yeah, dude.
motherfucker to throw a flaming fucking arrow as I go out and see like a fucking Greek god or some shit, fucking out there like a Viking god. That's what I want to go. It's illegal to do, but fuck it.
Well,
Oh,
what
they
are
can't
gonna
put
do?
you in
Arrest
jail.
you?
Yeah, they're not gonna. Yeah, arrest me, bitch. I'm dead, man. What the fuck? Nah, they'll probably arrest you guys because you guys are gonna be the ones that have to do it. I might put that in the will. They get Pucho, Mateo, Doughboy, Brian, Everett has to put me on a fucking log boat and just straight send me off. And one of y'all have to learn how to do bow and arrow shit, and you know what I mean.
So Tony,
Continue
how
what
have you
I've been
oh,
doing.
shit. Uh-huh.
Um,
Man, this fucking Discord just straight fucked.
the Milky Way galaxies, stopping all over the place, trying to fuck these aliens. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get it in with anything that I could. You know what I'm saying?
What a
Some good old Mass Effect action. You know what
what a
I'm
yeah,
saying?
good coincidence.
there's some good old alien fucking in that game going on, and I'm here for it. Intergalactic fucking, hells yeah, sign me up.
You know,
You want Captain Shepard to put that intergalactic dick in all these aliens?
Yeah,
you know what a happy coincidence that all our genitals are the same between these alien species in the Mass Effect world. In the in real life, we're not gonna find aliens with compatible genitals to us.
Nah.
And Invincible too. There's a lot of cross alien fucking, and yeah, they figure out ways, you know. So maybe they're not totally compatible, but maybe it's compatible enough, you know.
Mm.
I don't know.
Oh, is Tony
So,
back?
anyways, before Tony
Yeah,
like
bro.
glitched into a freeze.
I went into a
Uh,
freeze.
Yeah. Mateo, not myself. I'm not gonna take this credit. Mateo asked, "How have you been?"
Ah, perfect. I'm all right. Right now I feel like shit. That second COVID shot, even though I don't look like it, but yeah, I feel like I got a fever. Body's killing me. Feel nauseous a little bit, but that's why I'm drinking water and just trying to eat.
Are your
food on the
palms
side.
sweaty?
Not really. They're hot.
Did you
Needs a
make
week.
mom make spaghetti?
Mom spaghetti, yeah. So, but no, yeah. Other than that, gonna buy a Roomba today, or some sort of vacuum robot. Maybe
The
on Amazon.
Roborock, the Chinese shit.
Roborock,
Yo, Roborock's the
get
shit.
the
S4.
Roborock.
The S4 Roborock.
Don't get the Roomba.
No, I've
Dude.
done research. Actually, Double, you're the one that said that YouTube video that like get all the Roombas or the vacuum robots together, and supposedly from the first to like number 6 max or whatever, the S4 is like the top one to get. So
How do
There's
they
a new one now.
how do they rank them? Do they like they like tape knives to them? They put them in a little cube and then they see which one survives. That's the best one.
yeah, that's
Well, they run.
exactly what they do, Mateo.
Just
It's
like
actually
just like
it's
battle
actually
bots.
cool.
Battle Bot. I was gonna say, what was that show? That what was the Robot Wars, Battle Bots.
Yeah, it was. I think it
Those
was
things were
Battle Bots.
awesome.
Dude,
It was
Vlad,
just so, it was so cheesy though. The winner was always whoever the fuck had the flippier thing. You could
yeah,
flip this thing in the air, it'll get destroyed by gravity. That was the tactic. Like
Vlad the Impaler, dude. I think that was one of the bots.
Really?
That
I
bot
don't
was
remember that
great.
bot name.
He was the Goldberg of battle bots.
no, no. If he was the best bot, he'd be like the Bret the Hitman Hart, maybe a Stone Cold Steve Austin or Hulk Hogan in a different age.
No way.
Goldberg. 100 inflated victories. I remember that bullshit win.
Oh, I think he had
streak,
like 300 wins, dude.
That's fucking
It's so bad.
ridiculous. But
I'm
yeah,
done.
and also buying the Secret Lab chair.
Oh, are you finally getting the chair?
Yeah, I'm buying it today. I was supposed to buy it last night, but I fell asleep. I was tired.
That'll be good for those movie nights that we're gonna do. We got another one we got another one cooking.
Yeah, you mean Doughboys don't need a chair? The man's got a nice, perfectly fine bed in the back. The man just passed out. Talking about, I don't understand
was
this
nice.
movie. Dick.
So I wanted to say one thing to Tony's point. I think we're all fully vaccinated now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something new. I think I got vaccinated between the last time we recorded. So yeah, I'm fully vaccinated now. Tony got his vaccine. Doughy's vaccinated. Mateo's been the first one. So maybe one of these days we'll link up. You know, have an in-person,
Pottery.
live studio recording.
100%.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Hmm.
That'll be a little difficult too, though. Setting it up and making sure we have a quiet space. We got to make sure we have a quiet space.
Yeah, we got your little on the way too. This coming this
Yeah.
week, right?
Hopefully this week.
This week.
This
Hopefully.
week.
Mhm.
This week.
It could be right now.
This week.
It could be right now. Actually, it can be right now. Regardless of how fast it happens, we'll be able to finish our recording. Usually, you go in labor. No, all jokes aside. Usually, you could go in labor for like 20 hours before you have to go to the hospital.
Poocher said, "Fuck them kids." Keep
Yeah,
recording.
fuck them kid, yo. No. All jokes aside, like Emily could start feeling contractions right now, and they'll be so minor for so many hours that there's there's no way that in the next 4 hours or whatever that you guys are gonna actually have to go to the hospital.
Tony, I need you to go and repeat that word for word to Emily right now.
Oh, we do the
Yeah.
birth,
Just go.
the birthing episode right behind him. The doctors come in. They have all the sheets.
That would be like that would go
Live
viral.
birthing episode.
Because she
They
just gives
pull him
birth in the
out.
back here,
He
like
still
on the
has.
chair. He can't. Look, guys, I'm about to
Hey,
cut the
you're a new
umbilical cord.
dad. They give you the baby. He's all like, so fuck those bikers. I'm shooting them with my paintball gun. Like, you're a new dad, man. Like, focus.
Yeah, that'd be weird. But nah, I would assume she'll come in and be like, "Yo, I'm feeling whatever pain contractions," and she'll look at me like, "Yeah, I want to go to the hospital now." I'll be like, "Pucho said you'll have 4 hours before I have to leave." She'll look at me crazy.
Do not go to the hospital.
Nah.
Like, you have to
No,
figure the
she
timing
has to
out.
figure out the time. Yeah, she knows that. She has the app on the phone. Like, well,
all right, cool.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, she can't just come and be like, "Hey, my contractions are pretty painful. We should go to the hospital."
She had
Because you're gonna go to the hospital, they're gonna measure the contractions, they're gonna send your ass back home, and then you're gonna
Yep.
even be more stressed because then you're gonna go back home, and then you're gonna be like, "Oh, what if we go back and they send us back?"
Yeah.
And I have a friend. They went to the hospital 3 times. They got sent
Oh,
back
shit.
twice. When they went the 3rd time, they were in the midst of being sent back, and then they were like, "Oh, actually, it's close enough," and they let them stay, and they were still in the hospital another 24 hours before they gave birth.
damn. That's a dang.
Crazy.
Why
That's
don't
a
Why
thing.
don't you just go down to Pucho's place and just have a water birth in the pool?
Yeah,
I've heard that's what a lot of people are doing now.
Mm-hmm.
I would.
I have a
never swim
friend
in
that had
pool again.
a water birth.
I would never swim in that pool
I
again.
don't, I've never looked into the advantages or disadvantages of a water birth. I just heard it's a thing that people were doing. Got zero information there.
People be doing shit, you know.
Mhm.
To
Yeah.
each his own. I
Yeah.
think as long as it's safe, do whatever the fuck
Exactly.
floats your boat.
Exactly.
Like if you're doing
Because
some
that
unsafe shit, then fuck that. I'll speak out against it. But I mean, for all I know, it's just like different philosophical things that people have. But all in all, it's harmless. Like
Yeah.
you know, it could have some benefits and shit like that. So I mean, you know, whatever. As long as
yeah.
it's not bad.
They get what's that? Freddy Got Finger, where he grabs the baby's umbilical cord and they could start swinging it. Is that the movie that he just
I've only seen that movie once, dude. That movie is real weird.
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
And
That, go ahead, though.
it was
Although I
supposed
do,
it was supposed to be much weirder. Apparently the director's cut was like 2 hours and a half long and they
Oh.
shortened it down.
What? That's beast.
Yeah, it was supposed to be much longer.
Tom Green, man, what a weird guy.
I've never seen that
Tom
movie.
Green. I love Tom Green, by the way. Yo, Tom Green, one of my favorite comedians growing up as a child. I would like record his shows on the TV. I would actually watch him religiously.
Damn.
Tom Green show. Tom Green show is classic.
He would just walk up to people on the street and then like annoy them. It was like early pranking, like really stupid stuff though.
It was like the Eric Andre show, but a little less chaotic.
Yes. Yes, that's very much similar, yeah. No, but you know what? The thing that Eric Andre does where he destroys his desk, Tom Green did that first.
Oh, he did chainsaw it, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
And it was Johnny Carson's original desk. Like he had he had MTV make like buy Johnny Carson's old desk, and then he destroyed it with a chainsaw.
I did not know.
That's beast.
I did not know that.